Yeah, I'm working on my newest problem. Pretty sure, 99% sure it's what the problem is. I'm just trying to figure out in my head because I know very little about electronics, electric. I know enough. I'm not exactly sure to make everything right in my head that I'm 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure my pump motor on my tank washer burnt out. Yesterday, after milkman went, I came here to get ready to start milking. I went to put the valve and stuff on the tank, and I rinsed with an acid sanitizer through the system, and it builds up a lot of foam. And so it's not that big of a deal. Putting that on, you see foam dripping out of the tank or on the valve and stuff. But the foam I saw yesterday didn't quite look right. So I looked at it a little bit closer, and here it's milk residue yet. And I looked, everything had gone through the cycle. I look in the tank, it looked clean, but the milkman does take the hose and give it a quick rinse before he hooks this up. But as I'm playing around here, that motor won't kick on. And it's not seized up because the shaft turns no problem. It's all free. But no matter where I turn the knob up there, this pump won't kick on. Everything else kicks on, but this doesn't. So like I said, I don't know if the capacitor's in there, if windings have burnt out or what. But playing around here, if I measure across these two leads, I get 240 volts. So I'm getting voltage to the motor, but the motor's not running. But it could be two other things. It could be the timer for the wash cycle, or it could be that relay. This relay is for when it's in the cooling position, and this is what kicks on the compressor and the agitator. And when this is in the wash cycle, this relay is the one that works. And this is what turns the water on, or sends electricity over here to the solenoids to send the water or to release the soap. You got hot and cold, and this one lets the water transfer out of this jar through the hose into the tank. So I say, when you first turn this timer on, when it first starts, it's just sending water. Because you got to have so much water in there, and it's got to have water pressure to close this plunger here to keep the water in there. And then after so long of time, then must contact something else in here that switches to the other part of this relay to kick on that motor. And then it sprays until it reaches the end of the cycle, and then it cuts the power, shuts the water off, that plunger comes back and lets everything drain out of the tank. And then it advances to the next cycle, just like your washing machine, just like your dishwasher. It's the same different thing. It's just how it sends electricity to different solenoids or relays or switches, whatever you want they got in there. This is old schools. Nowadays it's all solid state, circuit boards. But everything else works fine. Send the hot water when it needs to send the hot water, it sends cold water. Everything works except for that motor don't turn on. So, now I gotta find a new motor. The problem was yesterday, by the time I got a chance, because today's Sunday, yesterday Saturday, by the time I got a chance to look at that, it's afternoon, everybody's closed. So I've been monkeying around here. I got several options. It's one place I deal with online, partsdepartment.com. You can look up Mueller bulk tank washer, 3/4 horse. They have that exact motor. I don't know if it's available. I didn't go that far to check. I just looked up the price, $329. And so, like I say, even if I ordered today, it's not going to be shipped until late tomorrow, probably, whatever. Might see it Tuesday, might see it Wednesday, might be the end of the week. I don't know. It depends how long how fast their shipping is. And so, like I said, it still does me no good for tomorrow because Milkman picks up again tomorrow. Being afternoon yesterday, I couldn't call a local dealer. He's about an hour away, and then again, I don't know if they even stock it over there. That's where according to their appointment only. It's not. This is probably the smallest branch. They got like 4 different stores. The main store is over 2 hours away. But I think they probably do stock stuff. They should have this over there. Because I would think, if they send out a service truck and it's coming out from 2 hours away and they didn't have a part on the truck, it'd be easier for them to drive an hour to this store to pick up parts than to drive 2 hours back to the main store to get parts. So I'm assuming they do stock some of the stuff there other than Milkhouse Supplies. So I got to call them tomorrow, see what their price is. If they're around $329, I'll just get it from them. And like I say, if they're over $400, I'll send away for it. Because the route driver is actually coming Tuesday. So if they have one or you can get one from the main store or whatever, I could have it Tuesday. Another option I had is Grainger. They're another catalog company online. Now, they have the same deal being with DFA as me being with the Farm Bureau. They have a discount program through both of them. It's the same program. You enter in your information and you get a discount. Now on electric motors, you can get up to a 30% discount. Because, it's been 6-7 years ago now, I had to replace that motor. It's a 7 horsepower motor. There's the old one over there. I keep debating whether it's worth taking it somewhere to get fixed, to have for a spare. That motor's over $1,000. But with my discount, it was $684. It was 600 and something. I ordered that at noon, like today, and I had to go truck freight because that motor's like 135 pounds. The truck was in here at 10 o'clock the next morning with that motor. But like I said, a motor this size, it's a 3/4 horse. I don't see no 30% discount on that. But I can't match up. Well, let's go out here to this motor. This is the one that came with that tank washer. That one there is off an old tank washer I had from up there. And this is a Franklin Electric. Couldn't match up this brand to any of these specs. 240 volt motor, 3400 RPMs. 56J frame, that's the main thing I need right here. That'd be these. I already got 2 of them out. There's 4 bolts that go around here for that frame to go around. Now they had 6 motors that come up. They say for jet pumps, which is basically what this is. The motors didn't look like anything like this. Which none of this matters. The only thing that matters is these 4 bolts and the length of this shaft. And I think that's what that 56J frame is. The one motor was $174, another one was $280, I think it was. And it looked like, that's the thing, I don't know if the 56J is actually this frame, and I can't get enough specs to know if that shaft length is right. So I don't know if I want to go that way or not. Because that's the thing, I ordered it, it's wrong, I gotta send it back. So like I said, it all depends what that motor costs tomorrow. I mean, unless I gotta look closer on the website, see if I can get some different specs. I mean, they give you that label on some of the motors, and I can match up all the specs, but like say the shaft and everything. So that's what's got me now thinking maybe this has been part of my PI count problems. Now, I haven't had a problem other than this month. I've had a couple counts go high, but this could have been like an intermittent problem, being if that motor's burning out. I mean, it could have been running at 2,000 RPM instead of the 3,400 RPM and still been running, if I got windings burning out or something in there and not putting enough pressure to wash the tank. Or, now like I said, I just watched this wash last week, so I know it's been working. Yesterday was the first time I noticed an issue with it. So like I say, it could have been either it's running at too slow of a speed, or it could be getting hot, and I don't know what kind of thermal protection this has, but the motor could be kicking out. So it could have ran like the first or second cycle. And actually, because I checked this tank before I put the pipes and stuff in, make sure everything's rinsed out fine. And like I say, could have ran 2 cycles and then tripped out and not ran the last one. So it still put the water through it and everything. That doesn't affect that timer up there at all. So I don't know. So that's why I got to figure out here. Trying to get a motor for it. Like I said, I got another option. I haven't been able to get a hold of a neighbor down the road here. He had the exact same tank and the cooling plate cracked and had a leak in it. So they put in another tank, and I know they have a tank washer, but that's been like 10 years ago. So whether it's been scrapped by now, or if he just got it sitting outside, or if he left it sitting in the milk house at that time or whatever, and it could be all seized up by now. It's more likely it is. Like the motor sitting that long is, unless it's in a good dry spot, I mean, there ain't gonna be much of anything left to it. But like I say, I'm pretty sure, like I say, you can, well, you can hear it clicked in there. See, it's flowing the water, and right now it's in a position it should be running this pump. And that's the other thing, is ticks on the agitator on the tank. So as that's turning in there, it's getting sprayed and washed off. So I'm hoping maybe that's been the problem on that. So the thing is how I'm going to wash this tank tomorrow. I mean, I got a brush. It's made for washing bulk tanks. But it's these flat top tanks where you can lift the lid up on each side and you can reach right down in there and wash every damn thing. This one, there's no way in hell I can reach that back tank. I'm going to have to find a piece of pipe that's like 6 or 8 foot long so I can reach in there and maybe slosh enough water around, or hit it with 180 degree water long enough. That should kill anything in there, rinse it out. And because like I said, milkman ain't gone that long from when I'm picked up. That's the other thing. If I could start milking right after he goes, everything's still cold in the tank, rinse it off real fast and get milk in it to cool down. It'd be no different than milk sitting in your refrigerator for 3-4 days. So, I mean, it wouldn't hurt nothing. But that's the issue I got going right here, right now. Tried looking on eBay, couldn't find nothing on there. Like I said, I got 2 dealers I could check with. But biggest thing right now is I got, which shouldn't be a problem here now, I feel a little bit better. I don't know if these studs come with this motor or not. So that's what I've been trying to work on. I can't get these 2 out. I mean, I don't know if this is aluminum or just a pot metal. I could probably crack that with a hammer there. I got 2 of them out. And then between that motor and there, when I pull that apart, I'm pretty sure 2 of them, at least one of them came out when I changed this motor around, came out with the nut. So I should be able to get at least 2 studs out of that one and these 2. And so it is what it is. But like I say, I'm hoping maybe that's been a problem. Maybe that thing's been running at a slower speed. And maybe that's why I've had a higher PI count with not getting complete coverage in the tank or whatever. So the joys. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you later.